Start recording. Okay, well, I just want to welcome everybody to our call. We're thrilled to have you on it. For those of you who are live with us, welcome. And those of you who are watching it after the fact, well, thank you for joining us. Tonight, we're really excited. We're going to have three of us are going to share quickly with you our journey, right? What coaching means to us and why we coach and what the opportunity, what it is and what it looks like and how it got us from point A to point B and just kind of our journey as to where we are at this point. So we're going to start with Amanda, but she's, her husband was supposed to be home to help her, but got held up, so she's chasing after her daughter. We may have to switch the order around a little bit, but we'll see if she pops back in a second. So I don't know if she is or not. So as I said before, this we're going to record this, and so if you want to block your video so your face isn't on the recording, that is totally fine. But we are going to record it so that we can use it as a tool for just to share the opportunity with other people. Sometimes it's a hard thing to share, and having more than one story is always really helpful. So at this point, we have the three of us who are very much in the same place in our business, started similar times within a couple of months, and we're just going to start with Amanda. Amanda, are you ready to get going?
All right. Hi, Hi, everybody. I'm Amanda. And I just wanted to share with you a little bit about my Beachbody's journey so far. It started 6 months ago, actually, almost to the date. And I was struggling with weight loss. I was struggling with depression, and I was struggling with a better way of life. So, I searched far and wide for exactly what I wanted to do. I did the gym thing. I couldn't be consistent because I'm a stay-at-home mom. Sorry, I'm out of breath from just running up and down the stairs. So, going to the gym when you have sick children or when time isn't convenient or when there's no child minding, it didn't really work out for me. So it was really inconsistent. I would stress eat. I would stress not eat. So I kind of went up and down with all those types of things, and it was really frustrating. And as we all can relate, not eating and eating way too much can be very harmful on the rest of your relationships, with everybody else in the world. So I found a product called Shakeology, which is obviously our go-to, liquid gold, as they call it. And I started realizing that there was these really awesome programs to go along with it. So I tried it out thinking, it was going to be like most other things. Maybe it would work, maybe it wouldn't, but I knew that there was something different about Beachbody, and that was the support. And I was really attracted to that because there's been a lot of times in my life where I feel like I can be very helpful to other people to lean on for support and just general information when it comes to health and wellness. So I was approached by my now coach, Rhonda, which a lot of us, we all kind of know Rhonda. And she asked me if I wanted to be a Beachbody's coach. And I said, well, what does it really have to do with? So she explained to me, you're just kind of sharing your journey. And I realized that, I'm going through these times in my life, and it's kind of a yo-yo up and down, and I need something to rely on and something that I can really be consistent with in life and reach some goals, right? Start getting my life going in the right direction. And I did just that. I did the 21-day fix. I became a coach, and I knew that these products were on the pricier side for me. So I knew I needed to have these products paid for. And my coach helped me be able to find a way to get these products paid for, right? Because I am a stay-at-home mom. My husband works in the oil and gas industry. So, times in Alberta are a little bit tough as far as finances go. So, this was a perfect opportunity for me to take on. So I did that. And the one thing that Beachbody has really changed my life with is the personal development. Becoming a coach, we all kind of focus on 3 vital behaviors. 2 of those are doing your workout and drinking your shake. The other one is working on yourself every single day. And that includes listening to audiobooks, reading really great books, and listening to tons of podcasts and webinars online. And I'll tell you, that has been such a changing thing in my life, in my husband's life, in my daughter's life, and everybody around me. It's just something that you can share with the rest of the world, and it makes you feel really amazing about yourself. So in the 6 months that I've had Beachbody in my life, I have found a way to make a living and still be able to be at home with my daughter. And that really excites me. And I've reached some really great rank advancement goals within 6 months. And I think it's really achievable for other people to do. And I'm really excited about my life. I'm excited where it's going, and I'm excited to share it with the world. So that's kind of my journey so far.
That's awesome, Amanda. So you're 6 months in, hey?
Yeah, 6 months, 6 months at the end of this month.
Excellent. Yeah, so we are pretty close. I think I'm about 8 months now. So we're trucking along here. Time is flying.
Yeah.
My story is a little different than Amanda's. I don't have weight issues. I've never had weight issues. When Beachbody came into my life, I was already actively training for a fitness competition. But I was going to be traveling a lot, and I wasn't sure exactly how I was going to get my workouts in when I was going to be in Vegas, and then in BC, and then I was going to be in Slovakia in Europe for, I was almost gone for an entire month. And so that was going to put a huge hole in my training. And so desperate, and at the very last minute, which is what I often do, and I'm learning not to do so much, I contacted a woman that I follow on Instagram and on Facebook, which was Rhonda, and I basically shoot her a message saying, I'm not sure what program this is you're talking about, but what I need is something that I can take with me so that I don't lose any progress. I didn't expect to make any gains while I was traveling, but what I didn't want to do was lose the months and months of training that I had already put in. And so she said something about 21-day fix extreme, blah, 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 something about Shakeology, blah, 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 something about discount and coaching, blah, blah, blah. And I just said, sign me up. And I didn't have a clue. I didn't. All I knew is that I was leaving in 7 days. So I was hoping I got my package in time, and that I needed something to take with me. And I just put out my credit card and took a leap of faith that this program was, be worth something. And off I went. I got my program. I got this bag of shake, which, I guess she did tell me I was going to get a shake, but I wasn't really aware of it. So I packed my stuff into my suitcase and off to Europe I went. And I used the programs the entire time I was gone. I started drinking Shakeology. And by the time I had gotten back, I was so hooked on this program that I figured everybody in the world should own it. I thought you should, Rhonda said this before, you should have to check it out at the grocery store and have done it once. It was so simple to follow. The food guide was so close to what I had been paying hundreds of dollars a month for. And I was blown away. I was blown away that I actually increased my results while I was gone. I didn't expect that. I just wanted to maintain. I also started noticing that my anxiety was dissipating, and I didn't know why. I couldn't quite understand. I mean, I've lived with anxiety and depression for most of my life, and at this point, I was only about, I guess I was just about 2 years out of my marriage that I had been in for 13 years. And then all of a sudden I found myself as a single homeschooling mom. The anxiety level went through the roof. The depression went through the roof. The only thing that I held on to was the fact that I worked out, and it really helped me, and I ate properly. And all of a sudden now I had this tool that I started sharing with people, and this hobby of mine all of a sudden became something that I could help people with. And it just kind of happened by accident. Rhonda said, Kendra, just post about it, talk about it. And people just started asking me, well, what is this that you were doing? And I would share it. And then I would get people saying, I lost 5 pounds in the first week and I can maintain it. And now I've got people who started with me right at the beginning, and they're on about 5 rounds of 21-day fix. Others have moved on to other programs, and daily lives are changing. And I couldn't get over the product. And then I went back into my world of training for my competition. And that's when I learned about Beachbody's world of their supplement products. And my migraine stopped, right? My skin got better. My anxiety and depression was starting to disappear. I had been off meds for about a year. And it was getting to a point where I thought I may have to go back on because I just couldn't get it under control. And all of a sudden that just started, I was able to handle it again. And I just I couldn't believe that this could actually be from the shake that I was drinking. And, I was signing people up, I was selling them the shake, and I didn't even know what I was sitting on until I went to a Super Saturday with Tammy, she's on the call, and Amanda. And I listened to Shay Stanford speak on Shakeology, and that is when I realized the liquid gold that we were sitting on. I had no idea the power of those superfoods inside that shake. And the fact that it had changed my life, there was now a reason. I flipped it over and I started doing a ton of research on the product itself. And from then on, my business took a really different direction, right? It grew because not only did I believe in our workout programs, but now I believe in our the standard of our nutrition program as well. And for me, that was just a life changer. And the best part is that I get to help other people, and it's helping me pay my bills, right? I don't have to work part-time, try to homeschool my teenage boys as a single mom. I don't have to do it. I get to go to every single one of the field trips that we plan and they go on. I get to sit here when they're doing their homework so that they can ask me questions. They don't have to wait till I get home because I'm working 6 hours a day to support myself. And really, it has just been it's been a blessing from God. The timing was incredible. It was just, it was perfect. And it's not without struggle. There are times where, this kind of business can be a little disheartening and it can be tough. But you make incredibly good friends that support you and walk you through. The training of this company was so fantastic that there hasn't been a point in my journey that I didn't know where to go next. And I just, really, it was, the timing was everything. And I truly believe, my faith tells me daily, God's timing is everything. And this business just popped in at the right time. And it is, making a difference for me and for my boys. So really, in a nutshell, that's my story. So it's a lot, right? I get to make money, I get to support people, I get to make friends, and I get my anxiety and depression under control. So pretty much it's a miracle all wrapped up in a little product and company called Beachbody. Well, that's kind of my story. Crystal, you're next. We whipped through this.
All right. Hey, everyone. Okay, so mine's kind of a little bit like Amanda's, a little bit like Kendra's, but I've actually, I started off being a Beachbody customer, and oh my gosh, it was like March 2011. I was going to the gym all the time, probably 5-6 times a week, dragging my kids, and I wasn't really seeing results, but that was because I was going home and eating. I'd work out for an hour and then I'd just go eat whatever I wanted to eat, thinking then that would be okay. So then I think on an infomercial, I found like Turbo Jam, and I started with that, and then I moved on to T25, and then I started with Shakeology, and that to be honest, like at first I didn't like the taste at all. Like I was like, oh, this is gross. But I had that whole bag and I wanted to get through it. And after I got through the first bag, I liked it. And I've been drinking it. I think I stopped for like a month because I wanted to see like if there was any difference in me. And there was, like, it helped my skin, hair, nails. Like I just felt so great when I was drinking it. I started following Rhonda, and somehow I don't even remember how everything played out, but I got into her challenge groups. But I never really participated in it. I was kind of like the fly on the wall. And then all of a sudden, like one day in August of this year, I decided, she must have messaged me about being a coach, or I don't even know. It was 6 months ago, but I really don't remember how it all went out, but about being a coach. And I thought, I was posting stuff like on Instagram, and I've always been very active. So I thought, well, maybe I'll give it a try, but it was mostly for the discounts. Like I wanted the discounts for Shakeology. So right away I signed up to be a coach, and the next day after going through the training, I decided, I don't know, something told me, like, just do it. Like, what do you have to lose? Just do it. You're already getting the discounts. If you can help one person, you know, or two people, then that's great. At that time, money really wasn't an issue for me. I really didn't think about making money. I just thought more about, you know, getting the discount. So let's see, after like the first day of the training thing, I figured I would do it, try and help out some people. And it was basically my family. My family was coming to me for asking me what I was doing. And, you know, so I kind of just had them just sign up, you know, they all got the 21-day fix. They did a great job with it. And then, so like I was making money. I was basically making enough where I wasn't paying for my Shakeology anymore. It was steady. And then in October, my husband lost his job, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. And so this was like one of those things where it was, I had to do something. Like, I had to help bring in more money. I wasn't going to go get a job, because I figured I was hoping he could get a job right away. Like, so if I were to go get a job, then I'd either have to quit that job if he got a new job, you know. So it was just like one of those things where I figured I'd try out, you know, working harder at this business rather than finding someone to watch my kids. I have one that's 9. She's in 3rd grade and one's in kindergarten. And here we have half-day kindergarten. So I would still be paying someone. And then all of a sudden, let me see. Sorry, I took notes. And I've always said, like, I always put Christmas presents on credit cards. I don't know why. I've just always done that. And this year, before he lost his job, that was one thing that I said I was not going to do, because every year we would get our taxes back, and our tax money would go to pay off the credit cards. So I was able to this year, even with him not having a job, with the money I made from Beachbody, it paid for all my Christmas presents. I didn't put one thing on the credit card. So that's really been like a huge blessing for us, is that we didn't have to do that. And I didn't have to leave the house. I was doing it at home. You know, my son would be at school. And I mean, I really only put in, you know, a couple hours here and there. I love doing what I'm doing. So I probably spend more time at it than some people might, but it's fun for me. Like, I like meeting new people, and I like working out. I like posting about it. The only thing I don't like is food prepping, but I'm getting there. I'm really getting there. So, and kind of like what Kendra said, it's tough sometimes, but it's like any other job. You have really good days and then maybe really bad days. Or, I mean, it's not, I don't know. The thing that I like about it is I make the days good or bad. Like, I'm my own boss. So if I get mad at anyone, it's myself for not doing what I should be doing. So you got to look at it that way. But all in all, like, right now, my husband got a job, so he's working, which is good. So now this is just like going to be our fun money. Like, right now, with helping people, we're putting a basketball court in our backyard, like, for my daughter, just so that she doesn't, you know, play in the driveway and the ball rolls out and she gets, you know, something bad happens, because that's how I think. But so it's just, all in all, it's a lot of it is for me being able to help people, but also help provide for my family at the same time. And I honestly have customers who really, there's people out there that really need us. And, you know, a lot of them would give up in a second if they did not have us. So you got to look at it that way too. Like, even if you're not in it for the money or the financial, and you love doing what you're doing with this, you are helping at least one or two people. Like, no matter if you help anyone else, you're helping someone get healthy, just get better about themselves. So I think that's basically the point of it. I mean, I like I said before, I have no idea why I decided to be a coach, but obviously God had a plan that I needed to be a coach and to help my family the time that we needed to. So I think that's it.
Okay, so that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Amanda, does anyone have any questions for Amanda or me or Crystal? If you want to know, you can either type it in the chat or you can just unmute yourself or lift up your hand and I can unmute you. Yeah. So if you have any questions, just send a quick message to whoever reached out to you today, and we'd love to chat with you. As you can tell, we love what we do, and we love to talk about what we do. So you're lucky if we don't corner you and throw up Beachbody all over you sometimes, because we just get so passionate about this opportunity and passionate about the results. And the three of us have been around long enough now to see results over and over and over again, and it just lights a fire right underneath our butts, I'm telling you. So if nobody has any questions, I will end this call because we already went over our promised time, which we always
Sorry.
No, it's all of us, right? We got so much to say. So anyway, I really, really appreciate all of you joining us, and I know Crystal and Amanda do too. I'll speak for them. And I hope to talk to you all very soon. So anyway, take care and thank you.